Hi, this is Stan Fitzgerald with Legacy PAC and Veterans for America First on our partner channel, The Vet Voice. Although Cory probably remembers us as Veterans for Trump, back when Admiral Kubik and the rest of our team listened to his guidance during the 2016 campaign. How are you today, Cory?
I'm doing great, and Chuck Kubik, a great guy, great American, and it's so easy to forget all the great things that the veterans did on that 2016 campaign, but they pulled through big for Donald Trump, and I know he paid him back when he was in the White House.
Yes, sir, he certainly did. Cory, for the people who don't know you, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what you have going on now?
You bet. So I had the privilege to serve as Donald Trump's 2016 campaign manager when we won that campaign. And in 2020, I served as a senior advisor to the campaign. Because of those two great opportunities, I've got to meet candidates around this country. And now I really volunteer my time finding those candidates who are America First candidates who want to make America great again. I go out and I help candidates. We've got some great races here in New Hampshire I'm involved in, races across this country, and we are gearing up for, in about 2 weeks, a massive Republican tsunami, which is going to overtake this country, very reminiscent of 1994 when Newt Gingrich came in with a contract with America to put this president back in check after what he's done to our economy for the last 2 years.
It's a disaster, it really is. And speaking of disasters, I wanted to ask your take on the January 6th committee and the subpoena that was just sent to President Trump.
It's so shameful. What we've seen out of Congress is it's a completely partisan organization now, and it always has been. But this whole January 6th committee has been a facade. The Republicans, other than Liz Cheney and Adam Kinzinger, didn't have any seats at the table. Kevin McCarthy wanted them there. Nancy Pelosi said no. The media has been complicit in this whole January 6th thing. And look, I'm not an attorney, but I've, as many of you may have remembered, I've had to testify in front of Congress on 7 different occasions because of the fake Russia collusion narrative. And so if Donald Trump is thinking about going to Congress, I'm going to give him a piece of advice. Don't do it. They're dishonest. They're liars, and you don't want to subject yourself to that. So I don't know what he's going to do, but my personal advice as a non-attorney to a friend is don't do it.
And one of the things you probably know about Cory is he actually is a consultant on major campaigns. And one of our endorsed candidates is going for governor of Massachusetts, and Cory is working that campaign. So, Cory, can you give us an update on that race, how Jeff is doing?
Jeff Deal is the Republican nominee in Massachusetts for governor. It is a state that's actually elected a number of Republican governors, even though no one wants to talk about it. And what Jeff did is he got into the race because there was a rhino in the governor's office, a Republican, and he decided the incumbent governor decided not to seek re-election. Look, this is a race where the Democrats see an opportunity to pick up a seat because they've got Maura Healey, who's the attorney general. Jeff is a great candidate. He is leading the charge right now in Massachusetts to prevent illegals from getting driver's licenses, which is what his opponent wants. That issue is going to be on the ballot. So if you're a Massachusetts voter and you don't want people who are in this country illegally to have Massachusetts driver's licenses, then you vote no on that issue and you vote yes with Jeff Deal. And if those two groups get together, Jeff Deal is going to be the next Republican governor of the state of Massachusetts. He's a great guy, and he will actually bring some sanity to the corner office.
Amen to that. We need to get Jeff in office. Cory, I understand you're going to be joining us tomorrow on the John Fredericks Trump bus tour.
You bet. Look, I have known John Fredericks now for a long time, longer than I want to admit. John used to broadcast from my office down in Washington, D.C., right in my living room every day, and he'd make me go get him coffee every morning. I said, what are you doing? Like, it's my place. I still had to go get the guy coffee. So I'm going to go spend some time with you guys tomorrow. You come to my hometown of Windham, New Hampshire, which is where I am now. It's where I've chose to raise my family. My kids are in school here. And look, this bus tour is really important because what you guys have the opportunity to do is to use your megaphone to talk to the people around this country about the races that matter. And here in New Hampshire, we've got the first congressional district. There's a woman running. She's 25 years old. Her name is Caroline Leavitt. She worked in the Trump administration. She worked on Capitol Hill. And if she wins in 2 weeks, she'll be the youngest person ever elected to serve in Congress. She has been a fighter, a tenacious worker, and I think she's going to win 2 weeks from today. And your bus tour is going to help get that message out for her.
Yes, we're working very hard for her. She's also one of our candidates. So, Cory, I want to thank you for your time, my friend. And can you tell our viewers how they can follow you on social media?
Sure. Look, you can go to Twitter. I'm one of those blue check mark guys. Unlike the bad guys who get a blue check mark, I got a good blue check mark. It's underscore C Lewandowski. You can find me. And so I'm there. I tweet pretty often and don't need anything. The other thing you can do is look, I run a small organization. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Ultra MAGA PAC. It's something that the president's very involved in. And we raise money and we go out and we spend it on candidates that are Make America Great Again, America First candidates. And, Stan, it should never, ever be a bad thing to say we're going to put Americans first. I don't know when that became a dirty word. And from a military family, from my grandfather, my father, my brother, all active duty military officers, I'm always about America first. And so anybody who wants to go out and help us, it's Ultra MAGA PAC, and we'd love your support.
Well, please do visit Cory's websites. And Cory, thank you for your time, brother. We'll see you out on the tour.
Thank you.